Hi everyone, this is Troy from Disney Assembled, and this is a Disney Assembled Quick Take for April 1st, 2020. The coronavirus pandemic has affected people all over the planet, and Disney is not immune to that. Having closed their parks and resorts with an unknown restart date, there are reports that Disney may lose up to $500 million in revenue due to these closures. Now, I don't have any real insight on exactly what Disney executives are going to do to reopen the parks, but what we can do is apply what we do know about Disney to get some sense of what they're probably going to do or planning to do. First of all, we do know that Disney has a goal to create happiness, and they do that by providing an outstanding customer experience for their guests. That customer experience feels magical, but it's not magical in practice. It's done by training their cast members to deliver a program based on some very specific keys and policies. Those 4 keys, in order of importance, are safety, courtesy, character, and efficiency. So what can we glean from that information? Well, first of all, we can make sure, we're sure to know that Disney executives are trying to figure out how to continue to create happiness for their guests and potential guests, even in the midst of these closures. We've seen some of that in how they've reworked some of their apps and their online and social media experiences, and even their YouTube channels, providing engaging activities for children and adults to have, in addition to virtual insights into things going on around the parks. We can also be assured that they're not going to reopen the parks or resorts until they're sure that their guests are going to be safe. That might lead to some decisions on how the parks actually open. For example, limited exposures to different areas, limited number of people allowed in parks, maybe smaller numbers of reservations being allowed for dining plans, just to make sure that everything is safe and clean in between visits. We also want to make sure, Disney also wants to make sure that courtesy is also being used, and I'm sure that people who have been affected by the parks and resorts closures have had contact with Disney employees and cast members about their reservations, and we're sure that they're continuing to get outstanding customer service through courtesy. The final one is efficiency. I know we skipped over character a little bit there because character is part of their training program, which maybe we should touch on a little bit because, after letting some employees go, having their interns and college programs cut for the semester, before the parks and resorts can open, they're going to have to do something about putting people back into work. They're going to have to bring people back to their jobs to cover all the shifts and work that needs to be done. So re-employing people is going to be a big part of Disney's plans before they get started, which might lead to some delay due to training, because the character element is so very important to that magical experience. And finally, efficiency is the 4th key to providing Disney customer service. And certainly after losing, like I said, reporting potential losses of up to $500 million in revenue, efficiency is going to be a big part of what Disney takes a look at. How can they trim costs? How can they make sure they're maximizing the park experiences to get revenue streams back up? Certainly people are going to want to go back to the parks as soon as possible. However, there's some uncertainty about how the economy will be in a couple of months, and some families who had maybe planned to go on a Disney trip this summer just may not be in a position to do so due to their own personal circumstances. So whether or not Disney keeps prices static, gives discounts to encourage people to come into the park, different promotionals, I'm sure all of that is being discussed right now, but under the category of how do we continue to create happiness, make sure our guests have a safe experience, that we treat all of our guests with courtesy, we stay in character, and then we operate efficiently. Only time will tell, and we hope that you stay with us at Disney Assembled. As we learn more, we'll be sure to share it with you. If you enjoy our content and want more, please feel free to follow us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Disney Assembled. And if you have a question or a comment, feel free to email us, disneyassembled@gmail.com. Thank you very much for joining me on this Disney Assembled Quick Take. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.